What's up, Joelinator Club? Alright, so tonight I am here with my review of Spider-Man Homecoming. Alright, let's jump right into this. Okay, so it's safe to say that I was very excited for Spider-Man Homecoming. Ever since Spider-Man was in Captain America Civil War, I was so stoked to know that Spider-Man was going to be getting his own movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Introducing him in Civil War I thought was a good first step, and now that he's getting his own movie where we see what he's going to be like in the MCU, I was so excited. And here we go. Spider-Man Homecoming is, of course, the Spider-Man movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it follows Peter Parker, played by Tom Holland, after Civil War. And this time, Peter is balancing so many things in his life that he barely has time to do anything. You know, he's, the Spider-Man thing is always getting in the way. He can't, go to a party. He can't, go on dates or anything like that. Peter is, frustrated about what he's going through. At the same time, he tells everybody that he's doing this whole internship thing with Tony Stark, which, by the way, Tony Stark is in the movie, played by Robert Downey Jr., of course, and he's being constantly watched over by Tony's bodyguard, Happy, who you guys probably remember from the Iron Man movies. This character, what was the guy's name? Adrian Toomes, played by Michael Keaton, transforms himself into the Vulture, and so now Spider-Man has this whole threat to deal with, and now we have our movie. So, I'm going to talk about what I loved about this movie. First of all, Tom Holland as Peter Parker. He is absolutely outstanding. He is definitely the best Spider-Man that we have had on screen to date. I loved Tom Holland's performance, and everything about him just as Peter Parker and as Spider-Man. This was the Spider-Man that I've wanted on screen all my life, and he just completely nailed it. The action is, oh my gosh, this is what I like seeing Spider-Man do. Now, of course, Spider-Man's really fast, just doing all this kind of stuff, and he pops jokes, but at the same time, it's a good balance with action and comedy to the point where it doesn't feel forced. You're not getting too much humor. He's, constantly, it's consistent. That's the word I'm looking for. Now, as far as the other characters in this movie, Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, is great. Robert Downey Jr., as always, does a great job in this role. I heard that he had a great time filming this movie. I'm going to talk about some of the supporting cast before I get to the Vulture. First of all, Peter's friend, what was his name? Ned? I think it was Ned. I don't know the name of the guy who plays him, but oh my gosh, this guy was hysterical. He was essentially like this geeky guy that you could understand Peter would be friends with, and so I really thought he was cool. He was funny, and I liked Ned. Now, when I heard that Zendaya was going to be in this movie, I thought, wow, she would be a really good. Well, I'm not going to say it just yet, but basically, her character's name is Michelle. Now, when I first saw that, I was like, okay, wait a minute, where did this come from? Because up until now, I had never heard of any Spider-Man story with a character named Michelle. Now, of course, I won't get into spoiler territory here. I'll throw up a spoiler video here in a few days where I talk about spoilers of the movie. Michelle was actually the show stealer. She was absolutely hilarious to the point where she's insulting people, but it's funny. I guarantee you, anybody who goes and watches Spider-Man Homecoming will love Michelle. And then you have this other character named Liz, and I'm just going to tell you right now, when I heard that name, I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. And that's because I've watched the TV series The Spectacular Spider-Man, and when I saw, and that's where I remember Liz from. And so the fact that they can bring her into this movie and that she actually has a crush on Peter Parker, it's kind of a departure from the character that I know, but still, it's pretty cool that they bring her in. That was awesome. I loved that. And now we get to Michael Keaton as the Vulture. Now here's the thing. I love Michael Keaton. He's a fantastic actor, and as the Vulture, oh my gosh, he was so menacing and threatening. He was great. Now again, I won't get into much of what his plan is in this video. I'll save that for the spoiler talk. But in general, Spider-Man Homecoming was the best thing that has come out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe this year alone. Now that's not saying much considering we've only had this and Guardians Volume 2, and of course we got Thor Ragnarok coming out in a few months. But still, for any Marvel Cinematic Universe fan, for any Spider-Man fan, I highly recommend Spider-Man Homecoming, and I'm going to say this, Spider-Man Homecoming, it's getting my highest rating. It's a movie that is so nice, it is worth seeing thrice. Okay, guys, so post your comments below. I want to know what you thought of Spider-Man Homecoming. Let me know down below. You guys are the best. Thank you all so much for watching. And if you like this, like, comment, favorite, hit that subscribe button, and join the Jolinator Club. Chest bump.